happened, there would have been no way I would have even thought of this as possible. So there's definitely a lot to take from, a lot of good to take from what we're going through in terms of remote gameplay and online tournaments. And I know the conditions might not be optimal, but it does still have all the ingredients that makes it good to start, despite some of the lag issues. But speaking of which, we are in winter semis now, squarely in that top 8, and we are going to see Mega versus Inu. Both of these players have won their fair share of Wi-Fi tournaments, especially Mega. I was talking about that earlier. Has won a few Xenos, has won Vacation Online. Inu has taken top 8 at V's specifically quite a few times. I think has maybe won one or got second at one of them to Rivers. So yeah, man, I mean, we're in the presence of very good talent at this point.
Yeah, Mega, he's definitely, his name has been thrown out there a lot. You probably didn't see him too much during the offline era at too many events. I mean, even then, like, just to know that a kid like him who has been grinding, you know, with a character like Ike, who's, you know, a lot of people like to throw in the high tier, mid tier area. I mean, whatever tier you put this character in, one thing's for sure, Mega makes this character look really scary. As you see right there with that beautiful F tilt, calling out that Phantom like if it didn't even exist.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the thing is Mega's been on the Wi-Fi grind probably since it started or pretty close to the beginning of it. And Ike is one of those characters that benefited from that patch when Aether got a lot better. And the thing is like Ike is a little underwhelming as far as like you watch him and you're just like, wow, this is exciting. But if you're a good fundamental player, which Mega is, you are very much like you are very much a threat at any point, man. Like Ike is still a very good character in this game, and if you don't have all your fundies down, like Ike is a character that will exploit you for that, especially with Aether buff. Like having that out of shield has made this character incredible, in my opinion.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing, just I've played Emu before. I've actually met them on quick play before, so I've gotten a little taste of what it's like to deal with Zelda online. I mean, as we all, those who just, you know, waste their time on quick play and just play a little bit just for the fun of it. In my time playing Emu, I've noticed that they're very patient. I mean, as a lot of Zelda players tend to be, they like to camp and just throw out stuff. But in Inu's case, it's like they camp or they just play very patient to the point where it's like they want you to throw out something because they know they're just going to punish it some way, somehow. Yeah. And yeah, you're seeing it right here. He's keeping it very close. He's playing it very safe. He's trying to find that opening, but it seems like Mega, whether he's in front and back, jumping side to side, it does not matter. He's calling out every single time he's holding that shield and just waiting for the time to react when he lets go of it. And now down to one stock. You see 28% and then some. This man is showing no signs of stopping. Mega putting on authority, just making a statement. If you're going to hold shield, I might as well just grab you, is exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, man, looking pretty good here. This is the kind of stuff you could do with Ike. Like, if you're catching, like, sort of bad habits or just if your opponent's doing something that is, whether it be redundant or like, kind of making the same few mistakes twice, like, Ike has the tools to deal with that and do it effectively and quickly.
Yeah.
Not every character can do that, but, like, with the range and the power on Ike, it is very much there. But just like that, Inu, not out of it yet. Bit of a deficit here, but I feel like we've seen worse here. And yeah, I mean, this isn't your average Zelda. You know, Inu is very much knows the things to do. Speaking of things to do, there's the old Ike bread and butter. It's Nair and
yeah, man, that Nair is definitely the force to be reckoned with. But you know, good stuff from Mega. Inu definitely played it very well, but it's just kind of like when you're shielding so much at that point, you're just kind of asking to get grabbed. You're kind of asking just to get punished for it. Inu did play optimally, but it seems like regardless of where they were, Mega was just one step ahead, just covering every single option. Like, you know, Zelda is known to have stage control, and you saw that Zelda almost did not have any stage control to work with, just because no matter where Zelda was, you saw Ike right next to her at all times.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly it. And I like that. That is particular to Mega. I feel like Mega plays very Aggressive to a sense where it doesn't give you a whole lot of room to breathe. You know, he's going to apply pressure. He's going to make sure that he's forcing an option out of you, and it plays to his benefit, man. I mean, Ike is a punish character. Again, rewards good fundamentals, and Mega's got it. So some of those confirms aren't the hardest to hit, and they're easy enough to fish for, but like you still got to be good enough to land them and know when to do them because they could also be punished.
Yeah, they aren't the hardest to hit, but it's something you got to keep in mind is how slow Ike tends to swing. So it's kind of like you really have to know the timing and what you're going to throw out, whether it's nair, whether it's all your aerial options, really. You know, you have to be careful how to approach it because Zelda, that neutral B comes out pretty fast. I'm pretty sure frame 1, maybe 2. I mean, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong in that case, but one thing's for sure, Zelda has a lot of good get-off-me tools, whether it's her neutral B or whether it's her fair bear. Like, those lightning kicks, they definitely do a lot of striking, as I should say.
All right, yeah, so here we go. Speaking of which, we are seeing a lot of nair this match, and I mean, it's working. Zelda does have the tools to punish that kind of stuff, but I feel like the way Mega's throwing him out, I mean, you kind of said it right. Like, if you're able to time stuff well, or if you're spacing well, it becomes that much more difficult to punish, and just like that.
Yeah, like, you're seeing a lot of call-outs coming in, too. Like, he normal get up and shielded instantly, and Mega just knew exactly what they were going to do, and that's kind of just a punish game that Mega has been going for all this time during the set. You know, Mega has been just throwing out the right attacks at the right time, and you see it pay off right there as he takes a stock. The first stock of this game, too, and now putting Inu in a very bad predicament. But I want to say that was an SD, but that was just really good coverage from Inu as well. So definitely a panic option right there for Mega. But either way, back at even 2 stocks apiece. One thing for sure, either Mega's going to move on to winners finals or Inu's going to bring this to game 3. As you see right now, both players just like trying to find coverage, trying to find the right option. Yeah, there you go. That neutral B, I said, it's going to play a key factor if Inu utilizes it to its full potential. And you see it pay off right there. It's very even, though.
Yeah, man. I mean, the one benefit that Ike has against what's it, Nairu's Love or whatever the neutral B is called.
Nairu's Love.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's Nairu's Love.
Yeah. So, in any case, the one benefit Ike has is the fact that sword is so big. So, at the very least, it's not like you're Mario and you have to run up and jab at Zelda and you're just gonna be thrown off by Nairu's Love. At the very least, you do have some ability to space it out a little bit or swing on it. So, it is very useful for Zelda because it is. You know, if you have Ike running in to dash attack you or just getting your personal space, like, you'd play it, but my God, speaking of which, yeah, that's two stocks of dash attack in this game.
Sometimes that's all it takes, man. One of the more less optimal options at the time. But like you see something that Inu's doing, although you see them jumping a lot, it's a lot of short hops. So it goes to show you that, oh, that nice Phantom placement right there is going to steal the stock. But something with that Inu's doing that Mega's just calling out is a lot of short hops into whether it's empty short hops or whether it's just small attacks or charging up the Phantom. What you're noticing is that Mega's just waiting for the right time to attack by just grabbing or just going for simple dash attack plays like that, as that lightning kick is going to put Mega in a bad predicament, but beautiful recovery. Yeah, you see right there, Mega tried to go for a grab, hoping that he would get it, just missed by not turning around. But you see, now Mega is in a pretty bad predicament right now, as he sits at 100%. Any punishable option will not go well for him if he throws out something that's not safe right now. You can definitely see a lightning kick probably end this man's life in this game too.
Yeah, it could. It looks like Inu's anticipating a jump, and understandably so, with all the nairs being spaced out by Mega. Yeah, that's what he was looking for. Looking for Mega to just keep jumping, because that's what Ike does. Like, you got to jump to fish for your confirms, and Inu kind of knew that, saw the percents going up, and started to just throw out the up air, and there it goes, man. Bringing them right into a game 3. Good call.
Good conditioning right there from Inu. Just definitely knowing exactly what to do, when to throw it out. I can't really say anything. There was a flaw with either of their gameplays. You know, they both played it optimally. Mega was just rushing in as much as he can. Inu, of course, just playing laid back, trying to throw out as many Phantoms, as many side Bs. even Nairu's love at times if Mega got too close. So it was optimal gameplay from both. It was just this time Inu was just one step ahead, which gave him the win. And now, game 3. What I'm fascinated to see is what stage we'll be going to.
Yeah, man, I wonder. So if that's, I wouldn't be surprised to see like Battlefield. I know Ike gets a lot of mileage on that, but instead, no, we're gonna see PS2. And I mean, Ike still does good with these platforms. This was a conversation I was having with Gons earlier, where Ike just, well, you know, even if there's not as high platforms, he still benefits just because that sword hits.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what we got here. I mean, obviously we're going to see, these matches haven't been moving super quick in this set. A lot of spacing and a lot of just fundamentals coming out.
Yeah, you're seeing right now, one thing that Inu's doing a lot better now is maintaining stage control. And as I mentioned before, if you throw out a punishable move, you are going to get punished with a bear or a fair lightning kick right there, as you saw. And all it takes is one, because Zelda, as good as she is on stage, she has all the tools necessary for against a character like Ike to punish them off stage and just call out anything, you know, whether it's the side B, whether it's a phantom setups, you know. Ike! Woo!
There you go.
Well, I was going to say something there, but it seems like just getting a nice 2-frame call out right there. Mega will take a stock lead.
Yeah, definitely will, and then Inu is going to take it right back, even things right back out. And yeah, this has kind of been the story of the whole set. You guys kind of staying on top of one another and landing all the confirms that you're supposed to land as the characters. I mean, this is literally textbook gameplay on both sides. This is how you use the characters.
Yeah, both players just playing at center stage. None of them want to go at ledge because they know at the moment they get off stage, if they're at ledge, if they somehow just end up off stage, one of them can get punished very badly. As you see right here, something Mega's doing very optimally is trying to go for those 2 frames, whether it's with down tilt or even going for a down air to get the spike hitbox. Everything he's throwing out is just either paying dividends for him or just slightly Inu gets away with it. But yeah, it's just been a back and forth. Like, you go off stage, I go off stage. Let's see what you can do. But Nair into up air will seal the stock. Mega is just 1 stock away from being in winners finals for, I mean, you mentioned it before. He's won a few Xenos, but how far has he made it in DNA?
We don't really see Mega that often in DNA. So I guess I'll say not very, but mostly that's just because of not a lot of results. So, it would still be good to land there. I mean, he'll either be playing off against Rivers or Guerrero 18. We'll see how that set goes next. But, you know, provided he's able to keep the foot on the gas here, he should be good to go. I don't know. Inu's going to have to find something pretty quick here. And there it is. That's the thing that's pretty quick. So just like that, I would call this mostly even. I mean, 50% is a little bit of a deficit to be at. But
honestly, man, that was the last thing I was expecting the Zelda to do. But that's such great awareness when you really know your character and what they're capable of doing, and just going for the most unorthodox options like that, it works. I mean, as you saw right there, it definitely works. And good stuff right there from Inu, but in a very bad deficit right now, as dash attack will do everything for Mega once again. Dash attack, one of the more, as I mentioned before, unorthodox options.
The thing is that dash attack is so strong. I mean, that was, I think, 3 stocks in a whole set. So half of that set was won by dash attack, and then the other half was literally won by Nair up air. But hey, man, that's Ike. Those are things you gotta look out for. That's how this character works. So well played from Mega.
Yeah, good stuff from Mega. Definitely a treat to see, you know, a top level Ike player, and even better when you know he's from your region, you know, tri-state region. So, you know, good stuff to Mega. We'll see you later on in winners finals, awaiting the winner of Rivers or Guerrero.